Morning all. Good to be with you. We're off. We're reading the Bible together. And I wonder how you got on with 1 Samuel chapter 1 verses 1 to 20. If you haven't read that yet, pause this recording. There's no point in you hearing my pontifications. Far better for you to get the Bible open and to spend some time reading that. And then come and see whether you agree with my pontifications rather than just listening to me battering my gums. Let's get our bearings in 1 Samuel, or 1 Samuel, as our American cousins would call it. As the notes say in the title, this story is all about the coming king. The story of the book is that even the best, even the most faithful human leaders fail us, but that God is even more faithful than that to his people, and that he has promised a leader who will be powerful and wise and righteous and faithful. That isn't meant to be a spoiler, it's just meant us to help to get an overview of the whole book, to get our bearings as we begin our search for this ruler. And as in so many different of the Bible stories, our search for this king begins not in a palace or in a royal court, but much more domestically, in a family, and in particular with Hannah, a much loved but childless wife. I wonder how you answered the question, what do you think you would do if you were in Hannah's situation? I could well see myself becoming angry and bitter at the Lord. Her theology is much better than that, isn't it? She knows that the Lord is in control of everything, and that therefore he is the person that she must go to with her complaint. And she does that in prayer. It's such a hugely helpful response, I think. The notes make the point that all we need to pray is two things. Firstly, a deep sense of our need, and secondly, a deep sense of God's care. I wonder which of those two do you most need help with? If I'm honest, all too often I don't pray because I think, well, I don't really need God's help with this one. I've got this under control. I've done this hundreds of times before. God, don't worry, I've got it from here. And that leads to prayerlessness. But not so Hannah. She knew that infertility was something only God could help with, and so she prayed, and in that she's a brilliant model for us. I love the fact that having poured out her heart, having poured out her worries to the Lord, she prays passionately, doesn't she? I mean, that's clear. Even if she doesn't use audible words, she's able to leave it with the Lord. That's what verse 18 says. She went on her way, she ate, and her face was no longer sad. That's real faith, I think, real trust. Or as Philippians chapter 4 verse 7 puts it, having prayed, having presented her request to God, then the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, guarded her heart and her mind in Christ Jesus. It's my prayer that you would pray like Hannah today, and you would experience the peace of the Lord having prayed. Have a really good day, HPC.